Welcome to Kate's last Bookcast, but don't be afraid, this one's going to be the best. Ever heard of the band Green Day? Though many may not know it, the album American Idiot by Green Day tells a full story. Billy Joe Armstrong, the leader and most often writer, calls this album their rock opera. Billy Joe started Green Day when he was only 12, using his own experiences with fame and mixing them with some he hopes he doesn't experience. He creates an inspiring story that shows that if you try hard enough, you can recover from the hardest of times, and that everyone needs someone else to lean on. The songs on this album are American Idiot, Jesus of Suburbia, Holiday, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, Are We the Waiting, St. Jimmy, Give Me Novocaine, She's a Rebel, Extraordinary Girl, Letter Bomb, Wake Me Up When September Ends, Homecoming, and What's Her Name. American Idiot is about an average kid named Jesus who grew up in a small town. He gets tired of being an idiot and being controlled by the media. Jesus of Suburbia is about Jesus getting increasingly fed up with his life at home and with the fact that his mom dates many losers. So he decides at the end to home away from home and to join the government. I personally perceive him to be a young mayor. Holiday is about Jesus' realization of how messed up life and the government are, and how the government constantly lies to him and gives him bad excuses. Boulevard of Broken Dreams is about Jesus feeling alone, and that there is no one in the world to save him from life. Are We the Waiting is about how he is feeling like something is missing in his life, and he is waiting for it, but he doesn't know what it is. St. Jimmy is when Jesus, quote, turns into St. Jimmy. St. Jimmy is Jesus' alter ego who is a drugged-up punk rocker and considers himself to be holy. Give Me Novocaine describes how it felt when Jimmy gets hooked on drugs to escape from the pain of his life, and he convinces himself that it's good for him. She's a Rebel is about when Jimmy is introduced to What's-Her-Name and thinks that she's really cool because she's a rebel. Extraordinary Girl is about when Jimmy falls in love with What's-Her-Name, and since he didn't have anyone to save him, he wants to save What's-Her-Name because he knows how she feels with her battle with drugs. Letter Bomb tells that What's-Her-Name isn't in love with Jimmy, and she leaves him. Wake Me Up When September Ends shows how Jimmy is sad and that What's-Her-Name is gone and wants to hide from the world. This song was actually written about Billy Joe's father dying, so it makes sense that it's about missing someone. Homecoming tells of Jimmy dying, but not really. Jesus returns to his old self. Jesus has ended his rebellious stage and tries to go back to a normal life. He gives up drugs and gets a job. What's-Her-Name shows the final feelings between Jesus and What's-Her-Name. Jesus misses What's-Her-Name, but he can't remember what her name is, and he knows that he is over her. Green Day songs are most often about struggling times other than blissful things. I hope you found this selection as inspiring as I did.